tense shift is a pretty simple idea once you understand the different tenses. And we talked about the tenses before. You have the regular present, past, future, and also you have things like present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, the progressive tense, all of those things. You gotta keep them consistent, and that's the main rule here. Keep the tense consistent, okay? So when you're writing, don't jump around from one tense to another unless you have to, because you're trying to show different time. So let's look at a confusing sentence here. 10 years ago, we made fun of their baggy pants, but they just ignore us. So we made fun of their pants 10 years ago, and then you say they ignore us in the present tense. So what is it? I made fun of them 10 years ago, and now they ignore us now? Or they've been ignoring us all for 10 years? Or they ignored us back then? Which is it? It just gets confusing, and it's just unclear what it is you're trying to say there. About this sentence, John was suspended from school. The principal doesn't believe John's story. Alright, so that's perfectly, understandable, and I think it might be logical to say, alright, he was suspended. He probably told the story about why he did whatever he did, and the principal probably at that time didn't believe his story, and that's probably why he got suspended. I think that's probably more logical. But if you say that he doesn't believe, that sounds like now, and that's possible too, right? That he's the principal still doesn't believe him. But the logic of the sentence is that probably that's the reason why they got suspended. And if you want to convey that meaning, that he was suspended because the principal didn't believe him, then the tense has to be changed to the past, where it's matching with the suspended at the same time. Romeo found Juliet dead. That's why he kills himself. All right. So you're very likely to find something like this reading your writing, or if you're proofreading for another student, because if you're not thinking very consciously about the tense, you might jump around like that, and it might sound very natural to you. Okay, but there is a problem. Romeo found her dead in the past tense. That's why he kills himself. You move from past to the present, you mix things up, and this is called a tense shift. If you're talking about Romeo and Juliet, the play, the rule is that any literature that you talk about, you should use the present tense to talk about it. So the correct correction would be that Romeo finds Juliet dead, and that's why he kills himself. That would be the right correction to make in that case.